One thing that's interesting that I don't see you emphasizing much, but Massachusetts is struggling with it right now. There'll be a ballot measure about it. It's a question of ranked choice voting. You think about this primary right here. Imagine how much more information we could get out of New Hampshire if, in addition to like knowing who's going to win the 12% that number one will get and the 11% that number two will get, we could know like what would it look like if you could aggregate the preferences.
Isn't Maine doing this now?
Maine does it right now.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Is it doing it in the primary as well?
I
know they did it in the governor's race, right?
Yeah, they'll do it in the primary.
Yeah.
They chose a representative in the last election, first time that's happened.
Right.
And interestingly, New Hampshire actually, at the original moment when delegates were being selected for the Electoral College, had something like a ranked choice system. So it's not foreign to New Hampshire. But so what's your view on this?
You know what's so interesting about this? You know Lonnie Guinier.
Of course.
So Lonnie, does everyone here know who Lonnie Guinier is? She's absolutely brilliant civil rights lawyer. She was a colleague of mine at the Legal Defense Fund. When I was first starting out, we litigated a number of cases together. In fact, we sued her law school pal, Bill Clinton, when he was governor of Arkansas, and Governor Clinton and I worked out the terms of the settlement. Actually, ultimately became the bones of the motor voter law when he was elected. Anyway, when he was elected, the first person he nominated to be head of the Civil Rights Division was Lonnie Guinier. I was the third. Her nomination crashed because she had written a controversial article about ranked choice voting. See how things change?
Yeah. But she was ahead of the time.
She was, but she always has been.
Yeah.
But this whole notion that you have all the benefits you just described of being able to understand who's your second choice and under what circumstances, and how that can factor in judgments of, we are all trying to outsmart each other in terms of the outcomes. I'm talking about we as voters. Outsmart each other in terms of the outcomes. Well, this one's this is the one I really like, but this is the one who's likely to win, and so I'm going to figure out how to cast my vote for the one who's likely to win, so I'm on the winning team, but this is the one I really like. I mean, a lot of that goes away with ranked choice voting. There's a lot to like about it, but like all things, it's new in many places. And so, again, giving people an opportunity to warm up to it, learn from it, improve it. I think that's probably the way to move in that direction instead of saying this is it for everybody.
So states adopting it, like Maine has, maybe Massachusetts.
It may. Yeah, you said it's on the ballot, right?
Yeah, it's going to be on the referendum ballot in the fall.
Yeah.
So this might be the strategy to teach us something about it so we could then adopt it nationally.
Yeah.
Okay.